So you must get rich at some point in your lifetime, and I'm going to tell you why. This is actually inspired by a hate comment I got the other day, funnily enough, saying, in quotes, "Why the hell is this new wave of COD commentators so obsessed with money? It's very strange to me." I responded, politely and respectfully, "Brother, we are obsessed with freedom. True freedom only happens when you have your finances in order. You're also able to send your parents money on a whim just because. You're able to donate more to charity. You're able to spend more on the luxuries of life. Money is the mandatory stepping stone to a better living. That's what we're obsessed with." And I meant that from the heart, right? Whether you like it or not, money is necessary to live a good life. And trust me, for starters, I know it's so damn difficult. I know it's hard. The system is rigged against you. These big corporations, high net worth individuals, they're only going to get richer, and the poor are going to get poorer. I genuinely believe, honestly, the middle class is going to cease to exist in a couple of years. The government, it's not coming to save you, and trust me, that pisses me off too big time. But I want to say I was 19, around 19, I made this decision. I literally said, in my head, I have two very simple options here. I can sit here, I can complain about it all, and do absolutely nothing while my skill sets and money just rot away, or wait till the government does something. Plot twist, they're never going to. Or I can flip the switch on and go and try and make something for myself. Stick it to the man and fucking win. You can provide for your family, live a good life, build wealth. It's the question of literally which side do you want to be on, right? And I get it. Rich is different for everyone. Some people think Lambos and yachts are rich. Some people think the FIRE movement of living on $1 million or $2 million for the rest of your life is rich. Some people think just being able to do whatever you want is rich. And for me, that latter was it. Just being able to do whatever I wanted when I wanted, like at literally any point. It was a bit of I started this around 2.5 years ago. It was a bit of a mind fuck at certain points where it's like you're conditioned. You're so used to going to a 9 to 5 for years, even from parents and families, friends, teachers. I don't know if you've heard this. Comment down below, seriously, if you heard this or if it was just me. Money doesn't grow on trees. I'll only get rich if I win the lottery. X, Y, and Z. What do you want for Christmas? Oh, $1 million would be great. It's like, why say that? Why put that out there, right? And I swear on everything holy, I thought of this way and told myself at the age of 16, this is when I really started thinking this way. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich. I would literally yell it at myself in the mirror. And 2014, 16 years old is when it all started for me. And I had moments, trust me, as a kid where all I wanted was the materialistic bullshit. We all go through that. And you should, just to see how unfulfilling it really is. Like, I haven't bought a supercar yet, but a buddy of mine in high school, name was Caleb. There was this class. It's different for different states and countries, but there was this class you were supposed to use your time for on homework catch-up and exam prep, and we had it every day for 45 minutes, something like that. Him and I were super into Forex trading at the point, and we each printed off contracts for a 2015 Nissan GTR at the point, spec'd it out from start to finish to the exact liking, and then we both signed it. And full transparency, I'm not interested in GTRs that much anymore, but I'm still super into cars. And the point was, like, I brute forced myself to be around stuff like this as a kid. The nice things of life, books, documentaries, podcasts with Fortune 500 executives. I don't know why, but I knew from like a very young age, I didn't want to live an average life. I didn't want to have to clock in for the rest of my time or do the same mundane shit that you do when you're just trapped in the corporate life, especially if you're making hundreds of thousands. We call that golden handcuffs, where it's actually like extra risky for you to just quit and leave because you're making so much and you get trapped into that life and you want that paycheck. But I knew I wanted freedom, and I knew freedom came with money. And this is what caused my dad and I to clash for so many years, is because he wanted me to go to school. He wanted me to not focus on these things. And he believed in me to a certain level, but when he saw that it wasn't working and I had failed at literally like 10 different business ideas, he said, dude, just call it. Please just call it for the sake of this entire family. Please just get a job. Like, it's not working. And that's a whole other video for another day. And I tried to tell him this, and I'm betting my life that this is the truth. When you get into the real world, it humbles the hell out of you. And this is why I dislike school for I'd say majority of people, for 80% of people out there, if there's anything that's been proven these last 10 years with just tech and the creator economy, whatever you want to call it, it's that the world doesn't give a shit about your piece of paper anymore. Obviously, take this with a grain of salt. Unless you want to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, I get that. But there's so many people who don't want that and who are dumber than you that are literally making 100 times more than, all of us combined. And you know what constantly screws with my head, even to this day? For anyone watching these, you probably watched Woody's Gamertag. I watched Woody's Gamertag religiously as a kid, and I loved it. You know who else watched him religiously? And he's been confirmed in public about this? Mr. Beast. Now, controversies aside, say what you will about the guy. He's an incredible fucking businessman. I'm sorry for swearing so much. I'm not trying to sound cool. I'm just trying to actually I just speak with so much damn passion. I speak with so much oomph. I'm just trying to get the point across. This kid he's the exact same age as me. And it's been proven on Woody's podcast, PKA, that he's like, dude, your investing video changed my life. I'm like, no way Mr. Beast did this. And in this clip I was watching, there's comment section. There's comments in Woody's comment section from the Mr. Beast account from 12 to 13 years ago that you can find online. And when I read that, this was about a year ago when I found this out, it just made me think him and I are the same age, but he really did make it much further in life than me. Obviously, on paper, wealth speaking, internet speaking stuff. I don't know him personally as a person, but do what you will on the surface. He's like, look at him. He's absolutely insane, the level that this guy's gotten to. And it just makes you think damn, he's my age and look how much further he's gotten. And then you think of other people who are now smoking weed all day at 26 and doing absolutely nothing with their life. I don't say that to be rude. I'm just saying the paths that the same one person at one point are just completely different right now. And listen, I know it's not good to compare all the time. I don't do it very often, but a little bit of healthy competition and comparison is good, especially for young guys. And of course, I wouldn't want to be making the videos that he's kind of making. He obviously has it more tailored towards kids. I'm big on business stuff, but the premise and principle, it just really makes you think. Getting rich, it's not evil, right? It relieves so much stress. You're able to save more. You're able to invest more. You're able to take care of your family members, build true wealth for yourself and maybe your kids if you want to, right? I had multiple people in my comments recently. It's insane. I absolutely love hearing your guys' story. This one guy in his early 20s with cancer who beat it, and another blind guy asking what businesses to start, asking what they could get their hands dirty with. This is insane. And then there's some of those other people who are more than fully capable, don't have these defects or deficiencies or whatever, and they're making these constant bullshit, just disgusting excuses as to why they can't, but someone else can. You need to take accountability for that. That's ridiculous, right? And to the people probably commenting on this video saying, well, someone has to be broke, right? Someone has to work at the factories. I guess it'll just be me. I'll just continue being broke, I guess. It's if you want to, be like that, go ahead. But the chances of if you clicked on this video, you want more. Even if you don't fully know it yet, you know that a future version of yourself somewhere out there would thank you and shake your hand if you buckled up and learned to make a boatload of money. In this day and age, there's literally no excuse. As long as you have a laptop or a phone and an internet connection, you can literally make money by simply just pressing the right buttons and reaching out to the right people. Cold strangers. I did this with YLearn, right? And look at where it's got me. I've made a friend because of it. It's just insane to think about. I can go off on this for days of business opportunities, freelance and one-off services, or TikTok shop, or sales and appointment setting, and closing, content creation. All of this has been made possible in the last decade. And there's one thing I want to leave with. It's you're paid based on the value you bring to the marketplace. It is as plain and simple as that, period. Stack your skills, market set skills to people that will pay for them, and keep your monthly burn rate as low as possible. It is so simple. It's almost impossible to fail off at that point. So listen, to end this stuff is not easy. Getting rich and wealthy, it's extremely hard. But you know what else is hard? Being broke, living paycheck to paycheck, not being able to pay for a family member's medical bills in an emergency just because, not being able to take your girl out for a nice dinner just because, right? Everything in this life is hard. I've realized that. And some days it pisses me the hell off to where I don't even want to do anything, but I just push anyways, right? Everything is hard. You just need to pick which side of the fence you want to be on. Go get what's yours, ask for that raise so you can invest more, Start that side hustle or business on evenings and weekends. Learn the markets. Just put one step in front of the other. Trust me. As always, if you've made it this far, I want you to win, and I want one thing from you. Comment below with your why to getting rich. I'm genuinely curious. Thank you.